Upon seeing Princess July Mecaros' painting of an artist in a studio, Marc Chagall and Charlie Coe came to my mind in terms of the fluid and cartoony style of their drawing and the juxtaposition of fantasy and realism known as magical realism. According to arthive.com, magical realism is where artists create a window into the world through which the viewer can see something unexpected, something that does not fit into the usual everyday activity. Compared to Chagall and Co., Mecaros is still a bit tame in her magical realism, but she exudes it nevertheless. As mentioned, magical realism is a combination of fantasy and realism. Let's start with what is realistic here. We have an artist painting in a colorful studio here, decorated with one of Van Gogh's most famous paintings, and the painting that I am not sure if it's patterned after a real work. But based on the displays, we can see that the artist is into non-realistic paintings in spite of being in the middle of painting a very common realistic theme, floral still life. Perhaps she is just midway to painting Van Gogh's sunflowers. Our artist is kept company by a tabby cat and someone who does not strike me as a boy, actually, but a man suffering from dwarfism. His features look too developed for a kid, which made me think he's a dwarf. For realism, Mercados now asks us to suspend our disbelief. I have yet to see an artist dressed like she's going out for a night out as she works on her canvas. Certainly not in those heels. And she looks so neat doing it. Also, what studio is that clean and empty of anything else? We don't see any palette or any other art materials. That's the second most magical aspect in Mercados' work, being able to paint with just a brush and a canvas with one broken leg. She can also paint with the most insufficient light placed in the most unhelpful way. It's way high above that the beam doesn't go very far. It's not strong. And yet, look how bright the artist is illuminated. Remember how the second most magical is the artist being able to paint with just one brush? The most magically realistic here is how the flowers are growing, snaking, and blooming beyond the canvas that one reaches the man who is several feet away. He's not bothered by such sorcery, but takes the time to smell it. And you know what? I can smell the flowers too. Can you? Thanks to Princess July Micaris for a magical experience amidst the harsh reality we are all facing for more than 2 years now. A break from realism every now and then is essential. Art is essential.